superstitions as old as humanity itself. We humans have always sought to understand the world, to find order amidst the chaos. Sometimes, in our quest for meaning, we turn to superstitions. Superstitions are beliefs or practices not based on reason or evidence. They are found in every culture and every corner of the globe. From avoiding black cats to tossing salt over our shoulders, superstitions have been passed down through generations. They tap into our deepest fears and anxieties, offering a sense of control in an unpredictable world. But where do these beliefs come from? And why do they persist, even in the face of logic and reason? Our brains are wired to seek patterns and make connections, even when none exist. This tendency, while often helpful, can also lead us astray, causing us to see cause and effect where there is only coincidence. Understanding the psychology behind these beliefs can help us to view them with a more critical and objective eye.
To understand superstitions, we must journey back in time, to a world where knowledge was scarce and survival was uncertain. In the absence of scientific explanations for natural phenomena, our ancestors sought answers in the supernatural. They attributed storms, droughts, and diseases to the wrath of gods or the mischief of spirits. To appease these forces, they developed rituals and beliefs that evolved into the superstitions we know today. These ancient fears and beliefs, passed down through generations, have become ingrained in our collective consciousness. Even today, they retain a powerful hold on our imaginations, influencing our thoughts and behaviors in subtle ways.
Our brains are remarkable organs capable of processing vast amounts of information and making complex decisions. However, they are also prone to biases and shortcuts that can lead to irrational thinking, including the tendency to believe in superstitions. One such bias is the clustering illusion, which refers to our tendency to see patterns in random events. Another bias is confirmation bias, which leads us to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs while ignoring evidence that contradicts them. These cognitive biases, combined with our innate desire to find meaning and control in the world, create fertile ground for superstitions to flourish. By understanding these mental shortcuts, we can become more aware of our own biases and make more rational decisions. Superstitions are not solely the product of cognitive biases, they are also learned behaviors, shaped by our experiences and interactions with the world. This is where the principles of conditioning and reinforcement come into play. Imagine a baseball player who wears a particular pair of socks during a winning game. They might start to associate those socks with success and feel compelled to wear them for every game thereafter. This is an example of operant conditioning where a behavior like wearing the socks is reinforced by a positive outcome such as winning the game. Similarly, if a person encounters a black cat and then experiences a series of unfortunate events, they might develop a superstition about black cats, even though the two events are completely unrelated. Through conditioning and reinforcement, superstitions become deeply ingrained habits, resistant to logic and reason. We may continue to engage in these behaviors even when we know they are irrational, simply because they provide a sense of comfort or control.
The world is awash in superstitions, each with its own unique origin story and cultural significance. Some are relatively harmless, such as carrying a lucky charm or avoiding walking under a ladder. Others can be more harmful, leading to discrimination, prejudice, and even violence. Consider the superstition surrounding the number 4 in some East Asian cultures. Because the word for 4 sounds similar to the word for death in these languages, the number is often associated with bad luck. This belief can have real-world consequences, with some buildings skipping the 4th floor altogether. Another example is the belief in witchcraft, which has persisted for centuries and continues to fuel persecution and violence in some parts of the world. By understanding the psychology behind these beliefs, we can challenge harmful superstitions and promote a more rational and compassionate world.
Superstitions, while often irrational, are a testament to the enduring power of the human mind. They reflect our deep-seated need to find meaning, control, and comfort in a world that can often feel chaotic and unpredictable. By understanding the psychological underpinnings of superstitions, from our brain's tendency to seek patterns to the influence of conditioning and cultural transmission, we can approach these beliefs with a more critical and discerning eye. This doesn't mean that we need to abandon all superstitions or rituals. The key is to engage with these beliefs consciously, recognizing them as cultural artifacts or personal quirks rather than immutable laws of the universe. Ultimately, by demystifying superstitions, we empower ourselves to navigate the world with a clearer perspective, guided by reason, evidence, and a healthy dose of skepticism.